All right, well, I'm just going to take a few minutes to talk a little bit about our Oklahoma Student Ethics Challenge. We had that about a week ago on Saturday, November 1st. We had 16 teams representing 10 Oklahoma schools, and we had 24 judges and 8 moderators that represented 23 companies across Oklahoma. And I do know that we have several of the judges here today, and obviously some of the students as well. So if you guys would wave if you were a judge or a student in the competition. They're all over the room probably. Thank you all. You know, this takes place on a Saturday, and we start bright and early at 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturdays. Some of our folks came down from Tulsa, so they got on the road very early that morning, and so we so appreciate the fact that they sacrificed their Saturdays to come and participate in this really important competition that we put on. We're the only probably state organization that puts on a state competition to help our teams better prepare for the regionals, which will be in San Antonio, Texas this Saturday, the 15th. So we have 6 teams, I believe, going to Texas to represent Oklahoma, and over the last 3 years we have taken that competition. We basically have ran the show down there. So again, as Shannon always says, we did win and we beat Texas in the most ethical way, and we will do that again this year, I'm pretty sure of it. All right. So just to talk a little bit about our competition last week, we had 3 places. Our first place winners were Oklahoma Christian University Eagles. Our second place was Oklahoma Baptist University, team number 1. And third place was the University of Central Oklahoma. Their advisors, yes, let's give them a big hand, please. OC's advisor is Dr. Jeffrey Simmons. The advisors for Oklahoma Baptist University are Dr. Rich Rudebach and Dr. Vicki Ellis. And the advisor for University of Central Oklahoma is Dr. Kathleen Terrell. And we really appreciate everything that they do. They prepare for these competitions over months and months. They go with their teams to the regionals, and in the last few years they've gone with them to the nationals, and so they put a lot of time and effort in helping our students prepare for this. So let's give them a big hand as well. All right, we got a really good opportunity for you guys today. You're going to hear from one of our students from the Oklahoma Christian University Eagles, Jasper Bockham. Why don't you come on up? Awesome. Jasper's going to tell us a little bit about his experience.
So, first, I want to take this opportunity, well, I was given this opportunity really to thank you guys, everyone here, the Oklahoma Ethics Foundation, for donating and putting up the money for in support of the Oklahoma Statewide Ethics Challenge that took place last week. As mentioned, the team I was on happened to do very well, and we happened to really appreciate the opportunity to beat Texas, hopefully again this year. So thank you again for that opportunity. I also get to take this opportunity to share with you a bit about what studying ethics means to me. Just briefly, I want to get into it a little bit because I study with my teammates from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. every Tuesday and Thursday. Well, I don't make it to every practice, but I should. I try to, I really do, but sometimes I miss practice. But in studying things like Kantian ethics and utilitarian ethics and Aristotelian ethics, it's like all of these terms and ideas really, as we're applying them, they seem to sometimes turn into gimmicks that we use to win ethics bowls. And to be fair, we're really good at using them to win ethics bowls. We've gotten good practice at doing that. But at the heart of it all, what we're really trying to do by studying these certain philosophies, by, for instance, trying to apply a utilitarian calculus to a situation, what we're really trying to do is find out the way to behave. What is the good way to behave in this situation? I watched a movie recently called Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. And there's a quote in there by Mr. Smith that I think really applies to the situation. I'm going to read it. He says, "I wouldn't give 2 cents for all your fancy rules if behind them they didn't have a little bit of plain, ordinary kindness and a little looking out for the other fella too." In every instance that we're trying to apply these fancy, high-minded moral philosophies, what we're really trying to do is get at the heart of the human experience. That is, how do we deal with each other in the best way possible? How do we respect human dignity in life? And so that's what studying ethics means to me. And again, thank you all so much for your generous support, and we really do appreciate it. And again, we're looking forward to beating Texas in the most ethical way possible. Thank you.